Hello, my needy nesters, and welcome to another video. Today I will be reacting to more of the Glendale Archives, and, yeah. I do like this analog horror. It definitely does something that most others don't seem to do. But yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about today that's outside of watching this, so, might as well start watching this.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Since I've seen another human being. I was attacked by a nester today. I was out on the northern end of the state when I wasn't paying enough attention to my surroundings and I ran into a nester.
Kinda looks like an old guy.
They tried to maul me and it ripped my shirt. Luckily it didn't draw any blood.
Oh, that's good.
After the attack, I had to quickly regroup and get cleaning supplies, so I headed for a market.
Oh my god, why does it glitch?
To quickly regroup and get cleaning supplies, so I headed for a market. Luckily, I had prepared earlier in the day, reinforcing traps and baking cookies, so when I got back after the attack, I could relax and recover while the traps did their job. But something followed me back. Come right this way.
What?
I woke up early.
Okay, that intro is... God damn. That's a way to start. That's a way to start something like this. He's just killing them for the hell of it. Which honestly, at that point, why not, I guess. But damn.
It was a quiet morning, so I brewed some coffee and prepped some cookies.
Cookies.
All right, I got a pot of coffee brewing. Got a fresh cup right here. I'm gonna prep some cookies for tonight because... All right, I got a pot of coffee brewing. Got a fresh cup right here. I'm gonna prep some cookies for tonight because I'm going to the northern side of the state later today, and it's a trek, and I just want something sweet for when I get home, so I'm gonna prep here. It's a super easy recipe. It's 3 ingredients, and it's absolutely delicious. I think that'll be really nice for when I get home later tonight. So the ingredients are peanut butter, sugar, and eggs.
Hold
like
on.
I said, very simple.
I don't know why.
Right here. I'm gonna prep some cookies for tonight.
Oh, it's cut like that, I think.
Because I'm going to the northern side of the state later today, and it's a trek, and I just want something sweet for when I get home, so I'm gonna prep here. It's a super easy recipe. It's 3 ingredients, and it's absolutely delicious. I think that'll be really nice for when I get home later tonight. So the ingredients are peanut butter, sugar, and eggs. Like I said, very simple. So we're gonna do 1 cup of peanut butter.
I might actually try making
Next,
this one.
Sugar.
I'm curious if it would work.
In goes the sugar.
Because it doesn't have any
Finally,
flour.
one egg. Can't believe how simple this recipe is, seriously. One sec. Okay, everything's all good. Just a nester. Nester at the door, but he moved on. And this is kind of like the consistency we're getting. So, next we have to roll them into balls and put them on a bake.
He casually mentioned it like it was a door-to-door salesman. He is definitely way too used. Well, he's definitely been around Nesters way too long. He's too used to it.
Baking sheet, a little bit of parchment paper. Roll them into balls, just like that. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna try some of this batter. All right, come on. So now next what I want to do is I'm going to flatten them into cookies and give them just kind of a cute little design with this fork. So I like to do a little crisscross design. It's actually a little bit easier if you smush them down first with your hands and then put the design on. Again, the design is optional. I just, I got nothing going on, so. So these are ready to go and be cooled down. And later tonight, I'm going to bake them. After prepping the cookies, I made my way north. I had seen on my map there was a clearing with various structures, some type of facility, and I wanted to see what it was.
Wait, that one was in a suit. Wait, that one was in a suit. That one's got a meeting. That one's dressing fancy for a meeting, probably. The facility.
All right, we're here at this strange facility, so I'm just gonna wander around and see if there's anything here. I found this strange sculpture. I'm gonna continue to walk the grounds. Yeah, it's a cold day today. I'm looking forward to a warm fire tonight. This one right here. What is that? This is a really interesting figure here. This looks like some sort of like a colonial building that's melting. For the last couple weeks, I've been squatting in this house. It's got, running water, it has a running stove, it has electricity, although I'm not really supposed to turn it on at this time. Wandering around the cities and the towns that are now vacant. I found a mall, wasn't really anything there. I found some sort of an underground corridor. That was pretty cool.
So this is after the first episode.
Wow, look at these books. Darkest Hours. I should probably rewrite that book myself. Whoop. Hello. I'm gonna keep walking. Oh boy, oh boy, I can tell you what, I'm feeling a little bit lonely today. You find a weird place like this, and you don't have anybody to kind of, share it with. I really miss laughing. I laugh to myself a lot these days, but I miss the camaraderie of laughing with another person. I gotta admit, I used to have some pretty elaborate jokes. I remember as a joke, I changed my name to my father's name, Gail, and I started to dress like him and wear his glasses and stuff like that, and it was funny. I mean, I think he started to get really upset when I started to wear his pajamas and sleep in his bed, and, make copies of his social security card. Then it got he didn't really think that was funny. Look at this. I'm gonna take a load off for a minute here. Seems like as good a place to sit as any. These hash browns, which sounds pretty good right about now. And they're very crunchy, very filling, well seasoned. I can't remember the exact brand. A lot of the supermarkets in this area still have running power, which is pretty cool. Hopefully the generator's still working at this particular grocery store. Keeps it running, which is nice. I'm feeling a bit jumpy today because I don't know, I've been noticing a lot of folks out in the woods lately outside, at least out back of where I'm staying right now. They haven't really paid me any attention except for one incident. Actually, I had to burn one of these figures that was out in the back of the house. Wow, it really opens up out here. Check it out. The house. Wow, it really opens up out here. Check it out. Wow.
Huh.
I gotta say, I feel a little bit better being on this open space than in the closed off woods. Is this like a home that was almost built? Got these little stools here. God, I should have brought gloves. Really not fall time anymore. I mean, it's not like early fall. I wish I kept a calendar of days. I don't really know exactly what month it is. I'm gonna guess it could honestly be mid-December for all I know. All right, let's keep moving.
Mid-December. I'd personally think that would be a little too far.
What is this thing? Oh, there's a lookout.
It kind of looks like a Minecraft creeper.
Oh, it goes to here. I can see the radio tower from here, and that's about a mile south of my house, so my house is just over those hills. I can't wait to get back. I really need to start a fire. It's freezing. Goodbye, little sculpture, statue, lookout. All right, this is our next bizarre sort of structure we have here. Bizarre. This is definitely one of the stranger structures that I found at this facility. Oh, I'm coming down. Oh, come. Paul Pierce. Let it rain. Oh, God, I stink. This was a much needed fun experience. You know, things have been a little tight, a little serious lately. You know, I've been feeling a bit spooked out by some of what's been going on around my house, you know. A lot of times it feels like you're pushed out of a place, and I've been starting to get that feeling a little bit more and more lately. It's getting dark, so I do need to get home because I don't want to be out after dark. Things don't get better after dark. Once again, I mismanaged my time, as if I'm looking to find
Oh
game.
my god, again?
I could feel it on my skin, and that's when it struck. There was something different about this nester, though. I kept thinking I lost him, and then I'd see him again. Usually they forget quickly, but not this one. I was able to gain some distance between me and it. Luckily, it had a very distinct sound, so I could track its distance from me on my CB radio. Next, I had to get some cleaning supplies to wash off the dirt from the attack and calm my nerves. Alright, I gotta be quick about this. Okay, let's see. A gentle milky toner that soothes and hydrates the skin, or a soft calming formula that nourishes and balances the skin. A brightening serum that boosts glow and evens your skin tone, or a silky serum with blueberry extract to nourish the skin. Sure enough, the nester followed me home. I figured if he was going to keep following me, I might as well lead him home into one of my traps. I'd recently updated them, and I was excited to hopefully see them work.
It's a gun on a stick.
Now, I'm not a firearm guy. I've never really owned a gun or even held a weapon. But I had recently come across an ammunition store, and I felt my circumstances warranted it. It felt great, being fully stocked up. I felt safe. And with my arsenal, I was able to rig a fully automated frontline shooting system that I could control from the comfort of my home. But in order to do that, I needed to run to a hardware store to get parts and supplies. I rigged the system using PVC pipe, mechanical swivel, connected to a small control box that lets me manually operate and automate the weapons from my home. All a nester needs to do is walk in front of the infrared center and boom. As soon as I got home, I rigged it. The next trap I'm particularly excited about because it's simple yet effective.
You would probably want to make sure it wouldn't shoot at the house you're in. That's kind of all I have to say. Like, make sure it doesn't shoot at the house you're in because you could get shot.
I call it the mirror trap. The nesters towards the middle of the estate are a bit more brain dead and mostly blind, unless of course an object is within a few feet of them. I learned that mirror reflections can really confuse these nesters. So I set up a series of mirrors on the front and the back lawn. If any nester catches its own reflection in one of the mirrors, it'll likely attack it. They usually get cut up and bleed out. Like I said, simple. Third and final trap throws them off my scent. I call it the sound mat. I rigged a pressure mat outside my front door and connected it to a loudspeaker a few yards from my house. If a nester steps on the mat, it triggers an alarm. The sound draws them away from the house and towards the speaker. I've also left a bunch of brand new shirts soaked in lake water underneath the speaker. The idea is to confuse the scent and keep them focused on the speaker until they hopefully forget me. With the trap set, I felt safe enough to let my guard down. While I waited for the cookies to bake, it took some time to clean myself up.
I have money for insurance.
I always need to take like so much shampoo. My hair is so long. I gotta cut it myself soon. Honest conditioner. I haven't conditioned in so long, honestly. I haven't really felt the need to condition because like, it's just nice. It doesn't always have to be attached to somebody else touching your hair or something. I used to love like going to like a hair salon or someplace where like somebody cuts your hair and they like wash your hair and scrub your head. Gentle facial cleanser. I really like maximizing my time. So while my conditioner is working, let's work on the face.
Are you supposed to let conditioner sit in your hair for a bit? I usually just wash it out immediately because I got like a shampoo conditioner mix thing, I think, or it's just shampoo. I don't know the soap I have. I should probably know, but I don't. But it's good. I did not know you were supposed to let conditioner sit in your hair.
I got this bubble bath stuff, so I'm gonna put this in. I don't know how much to put in, but more bubbles ain't bad, so.
I haven't had a bath in a long time. After I get my own place, if I get my own place, I really hope I do. I probably will take a lot of bubble baths.
Got a bath bomb too. Oh. Oh, that's nice. That bath bomb is tickling me at the bottom of the tub.
That's a little freaky.
I hope I didn't get my tea. Oh, it feels so good. Just
wash all the dirt from the day off. I've got some things here that I'm excited to try. So I'm going to try this. This is a face mask. H2O activated charcoal lemon juice. Deep detox. God, do I need it. Oh, that's...
I would personally recommend that that you would make sure your traps work and like be ready because there is a noisemaker out there. So I would personally make sure the traps work by waiting a few days. Like 2 or 3 before doing this.
That's like... Alright, well, here goes. Next I have these cucumbers. And now I'm going to take some deep breaths. In for 4, hold, out for 6. Here I go. Scrubbing my fingernails, still a lot of dirt in them. Alright, it's been 15. This mask is now home to all of my toxins. I'm going to try these hydrogel eye pads. Patented 5-day hydration complex. So I mean, it keeps my eyes hydrated for 5 days. I don't even want to know what goes into making that possible. I feel very odd. That Nestor attack today was scary. The weird thing was I knew it was coming. You can almost always feel a Nestor nearby by the way the air changes. The air will brush my skin like warm Velcro, and my body tingles like a dose of Novocaine wearing off.
Okay, yeah, the Nestors have some kind of influence on the mind, probably.
I've made the mistake of ignoring that feeling in the past, and it's almost got me killed every time. I think a part of me wants to pretend that things are normal, and that feeling, it is anything but. But training myself to notice the feeling of presence, it's the first line of defense. It's maybe one of the most important survival tactics to hone. Anyway, I've been in this bath a little too long and I'm turning into a prune, so it's been way more than 15 minutes since these flapjacks have been on, so I'm gonna get out. Before I do, I can't believe I forgot to do this. So, I've got all my fun little lotions and potions over here that I'm looking forward to trying. First, I'm gonna start shaving my neck. Now I'm gonna put on some of this. This is a hydrating face serum. Learning to notice nesters' presence, by the way, is only useful with certain types. The ones further south, they tend to give themselves away earlier. They're slow though. Mostly blind unless something's right in front of them. But once you cross their radius, they react fast and without hesitation.
Jeez.
They're taller, stronger, but they don't rush you. The thing about them. Even when you feel their presence, it doesn't mean that they're coming closer. It usually means that they've already noticed you. Running doesn't help. Running only tells them who you are. All right, next is this moisturizer.
That's actually interesting. Because, like, that means nesters have, like, different races, kinda. And, yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, like, it's interesting for, like, that specific one to be specifically like that, but, like, it's tall, it'll, it is strong, but it's practically blind. Yeah, that's weird that they're practically blind, honestly. Because, like, well, actually, I don't know what they would hunt normally. Yeah, never mind with what I was saying. What do they eat? Why do they go after a human? What did they go after before? What are we not seeing?
It's gonna feel really nice over the serum. Oh. I can feel my skin just like just drinking it up, going, thank you. I remember my mom when I was a kid, she used
The skin is slurping it. Slurping.
to make me water her flowers in the garden. She said if you listen really closely, you can hear them going, thank you. It used to kind of scare me. I was like really little when she told me that. It wasn't like a fun, cute thing, but as I got older, it was kind of funny. Eye cream. Oh, that feels really nice. My skin looks very dewy
Scary
and vibrant.
flowers. To be fair, if a flower did talk, it would be quite scary. Probably would want a bunch of human souls or something.
I used to hate cutting my fingernails as a kid. For some reason, it always makes my fingernails feel really weird. Once you cut your fingernails and you like touch them, it's like they're like sensitive. I can never really put my finger on it and explain it to other kids. I used to describe when you like lay on your foot and it falls asleep. I used to describe it as it feels like my foot is full of sand. People are like, what? Like, yeah, it feels like my foot is full of sand. And my mom was like, I don't know what to do about that.
Hmm.
A little bit of rose water. Now I'm gonna try this sort of like hair oily, sort of textural thing. I was amazed by that Nestor's ability to stalk and follow me today. Even when I seemingly lost him, I couldn't believe how he kept finding me. It felt like it was watching to see what I'd do next. I'm certain he's on his way to me now. He's got to be out there. And I don't know if it was the attack or just some are more capable than others and have different abilities in that way. But he was locked onto me. Anyway, I'm gonna go check on those cookies. After I was finished, it was time to enjoy my cookies and do some hunting. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, I'm here. I found this radio in a vacant lake house a ways back. It still works. I rigged it to the antenna on top of my house. It seems counterintuitive, but it's been luring nesters towards my house into the traps. Yeah, I figured keeps the surrounding areas safer, less nesters for when I do need to go out and get supplies. What's up, fuckers? Hey out there, if you're looking for companionship, do I have a deal for you? I know just the place. There's a big house on top of a hill not too far. That one nester who was following me had a very distinct sound. So if I hear him, I'll know. You hear that alarm? You hear it? One was on my front doorstep. Not today, not today. Get out of here. There he is. That's it. That's him. That is him. Well, he's coming in clear. He's got to be right outside.
Oh my.
He didn't even make it past the frontline system. All in all, it was a pretty intense day, but very relaxing in the end. Anyway, it's been a long day too, and I'm signing off to hit the hay. Good night.
Archivist here. Thank you for watching this log. We're continuing to restore and piece together more footage as new material keeps surfacing. As this is a private investigation, I want to extend a special thanks to our patrons who help sustain the archive. And welcome to those who've recently joined. I do my best to shape a cohesive narrative from what's available, but much of what we uncover doesn't make it to YouTube. This is where the rest of the archive lives. If you'd like to support the work, access unreleased footage, and help decide which parts of the subject story are revealed next, you can find the link below.
So this is actually part of the lore, huh?
I've always felt alone. Even before all this. Like I won't be okay. A looming feeling like I'm constantly on the edge of a dreadful, sad existence and true happiness. And in order to protect that true happiness and evade hell, I need to fight Scratch.
I think this one is from earlier in the story. Because I think I saw that fireplace in like an earlier thing.
I feel pressure. I feel irritable. I feel overworked and misunderstood. I feel threatened by everyone. I feel alone. Like my life will crumble unless I grab onto it and shift and work it around. If not me, who else will? I think I feel alone because I was never willing to share the burden. You know, I had girlfriends, family, friends, a recovery network. And while I may be alone in my specific personal endeavors, I was not alone in the struggle of life because everyone in my circle struggled with life. They all had desires, fears, and disappointments and successes. They understand the feeling around all of this. Again, maybe not as it relates to my specific aspirations, but in their own subgroups of life. I could have shared all of this with them. I could be the biggest success or the biggest failure, and they'll always be with me. If only I let them in. I was not alone. But I chose to keep them shut out, and now I feel alone deeply. You can share what's happening. It's never gonna feel like the perfect time with some people, but saying, you know, I had this thing not work out and I'm just feeling sad. Or I'm having fear about something and I just wanna honor those emotions and share them with someone because it helps me feel less alone. I know I can't fix it right now, but I just need to be heard. But I always had this paranoia. This paranoia that this world wants to see me fail. That it only wants me to get vulnerable so it can use it against me. You know, this world does not want me to succeed because for me to succeed pulls me away from playing the game. And everybody wants you to just shut up and play the game too because then they can feel good about playing. It distracts them from the emptiness of it all. You know, don't go after your dreams. It's not practical. Get a good job, work for someone else. Take a vacation once a year, marry young, get a hobby. This is as good as it gets. And I have this feeling towards a lot of people, this feeling like if I failed, then they get more of what they want from me. So I keep my life quiet, only sharing superficialities, lightly brushing my fears with a smile on my face when really, I am a knight covered in rusty armor, pulling my helmet closed so nobody can see my welling eyes. Yeah, maybe I'm just projecting. Maybe I wanted to take from others, so I'm paranoid. My inner world has become what I see in the outer world. I block and I try and manage what everybody knows around me and doesn't know so that I can control the narrative of my life. And that's where I go wrong because what I'm really afraid of is life having its way with me. You know, deep down, I know I'm not in control. I know all these things that I'm trying to keep away are life molding me. And what if I don't like what life molds me into? You know, I always heard people say about their life, you know, I had no idea I was going to end up where I ended up. And that scares me. I want to know. I want proof from life that I'm going to be okay with what it does with me. I feel like I should have a say. It's my life. But it's not. And I know it. Whatever this is was given to me. I didn't create it. And there's too much chaos in this world to dictate where it's headed. I have control of so little. Some days I fight it. Other days I check out completely. Hide. As if I can pause life. And I come out and I try again. And I get eaten up and spit out one more time. I'm always pausing to lick the wounds I received, trying to continually fight a monster. Anyway.
Archivist here. Thank you for watching this log. We're continuing to restore and piece together more footage as new material keeps surfacing. As this is a private investigation, I want to extend a special thanks to our patrons who help sustain the archive. And welcome to those who've recently joined. I do my best to shape a cohesive narrative.
So, we did learn that this is an investigation, apparently, within the lore. And also that there are different types of nesters. Some having different skill sets than others, and being stronger, smarter, something. I mean, and like the smartest one that was probably seen throughout this whole thing, I think, has been shot and killed and is just dead now. I mean, unless Mr. Whiteout is a nester, which I doubt. There was a little bit of footage, I think in the video where he relaxes. But that's kind of it. I thought there would be more about Mr. Whiteout, but I guess not. Still don't know much about him. It's interesting that we learn more about the nesters, though. And that they can be killed. Like they actually just got killed on screen. Like, it's not a speculation anymore. I think he's not going to be able to stay at that house because it's now surrounded by dead nesters, and also has been used to attract nesters. And the nesters would probably learn how to avoid the infrared light. And how, and that the and that the whole and that the noisemaker in kind of a bit far from the front door just makes noise and that's it. And then also all the mirrors would get smashed, so they would not have to learn about reflections anyway. So yeah, he's probably gonna have to move again. Yeah. So like, he's trapped in a world with no humans, but weird human-like things that are able to either adapt or they already are adapted to like how things are. Still, though, why do they go after a human? And what did they chase before? That was needed. It's like, what's going on? Like, I doubt that will actually be answered, but it's still interesting to think about. Oh damn, an hour of recording? Jeez. I mean, some of it's gonna be cut out, so it's not gonna be an hour for you, but like, it's been an hour of recording for me. Yeah, I should probably end this. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you next video. Bye.